Great deal on great sleep. Right now at Denver Mattress, you can save $100 on all original Doctor's Choice and Madison mattress sets. Any size, any firmness. Plus, find the lowest prices on full function adjustable bed sets, which allow range of motion for both head and feet for the ultimate in sleep customization. Start getting your best sleep and save. Only at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Garcia Automotive Group, where we say Garcia, because yes means yes to all your automotive wants and needs. And yes, you can trust Garcia for the best used cars, just as you trust us for the best new cars. 50 years of superior selection and service means everlasting satisfaction at Garcia. GarciaCars.com.
Twisted lovers, scorned women, the binge-worthy moments that won't let you walk away. When killers vanish and cases go cold, justice always prevails. Justice, New Mexico.
The new look of KOAT.com is here. Customize your weather page. Click the weather icon. Then change your zip code for live Super Doppler weather in your area. The same great experience on your phone, now on your desktop. Now, KOAT, Action 7 News live at 5. Coverage you can count on.
Target 7's just uncovered why prosecutors dropped a rape case against a former UNM football player. The district attorney's office tonight saying the victim ultimately decided not to press charges. But before all that, we're learning the player's coach allegedly tried to make the case go away. Target 7's Chris Cordaro shows us the shocking court documents.
A woman came here to UNM police headquarters to tell investigators that she was raped by a Lobo football player in February 2016.
The UNM Athletics website says Nias Martin played cornerback for the Lobos during the 2015 and 16 seasons. Court documents show a student told UNM PD Martin forcefully held her down and put a pillow on her face to muffle her screams for help. A search warrant says Martin admitted to police that he had sex with the student and she had told him no and stop several times. Documents show UNM football coach Bob Davie reportedly held a team meeting in which he told players to get dirt on the victim. The university's Office of Equal Opportunity found Davie knew about the rape allegations and chose to not tell the proper authorities about it. Internal investigators found the student left the school and state.
Bob Davie sent us a statement saying he denies telling players to get dirt on that alleged rape victim. For Target 7, I'm Chris Cordaro.
The local branch of the NAACP says it's watching this situation closely. That's because Coach Davie is also accused of using racial slurs towards students. According to a UNM report, Davie allegedly approached black athletes on a golf cart and said, "What are you doing on the golf cart? That's a white man's sport." UNM this week said it would suspend Davie for 30 days. Davie plans to appeal this suspension.
If these allegations prove to be correct, then we will most certainly ask for additional action on the part of the university.
And that's Albuquerque's NAACP president, Dr. Harold Bailey. He called the allegations against Davie very serious and offensive, and he's since met with UNM's interim president and athletic director. So how are UNM's leaders responding to this? An internal investigation found Davie did not violate UNM policies, but that his behaviors were inappropriate. The university will decide the timing and details of Davie's suspension. Here's Target 7's Justin Matthews, who's pushing them for those answers.
racial slurs, physical abuse, and not reporting a rape allegation. It's hard to hear what UNM head football coach Bob Davie is accused of. A spokesperson for the university says his 30-day suspension has not started yet.
I tried speaking with athletics director Eddie Nunez, but I was told he was unavailable.
And when I went to interim president Abdallah's office...
Well, I'm sorry, he's not here this afternoon.
Okay, is he on campus today or is he out?
I'm not going to give any of that information out. I can't.
We tried asking why the university made the decision to suspend Coach Davie and why his suspension wasn't immediate. When Nunez was asked in Thursday's press conference...
I'm new here. I'm 4 months into the procedures as well. I don't think this has happened in the last several years, at least. So this is a conversation I'm going to have with our president, our administration.
I also reached out to the UNM Board of Regents, but never heard back. Reporting in Albuquerque, Justin Matthews, KOAT Action 7 News.
And because Davie's suspension hasn't started yet, he was at the first practice of the season last night. He spoke with reporters about the team and whether this could be a distraction.
No, I can't say that it's changed at all. And particularly, for the players, I've kept them transparent from the beginning when it first came to my attention. I don't think so. I don't think it's, I'm not minimizing it. It's just I don't really think it is.
We asked about the allegations as well, but he repeatedly told us he will not discuss that or his suspension. Target 7 poured over Davie's contract with UNM under the termination of agreement for cause clause. The university can fire Coach Davie for any moral misconduct or any repeated violations of university policies, rules, or regulations. It also says it can fire him if he breaks NCAA rules. Now, we've also reached out to the governor about this, asking why Davie hasn't been suspended yet. So far, she hasn't gotten back to us. Target 7 will continue to push for more details in this developing story. We're on the drought watch right now. 80% of New Mexico is in severe drought. Today, though, very windy and dusty, but maybe snow tonight, Byron?
Yeah, for parts of New Mexico, that's the good news. We're already seeing rain and snow showers across the northern parts of the state on live Super Doppler 7. And look at this. Purgatory has been seeing the snow throughout the afternoon. Let's track it. Future Track 7 as we go through tonight. That snow settles southward by 9, 10, 11 o'clock. We'll see the northern mountains seeing snow around Taos, also into the Santa Fe area late tonight. The I-25 corridor could be dicey tonight. Raton to Las Vegas and also towards Santa Fe, maybe out toward Grants along I-40 as well. By 7 o'clock in the morning, some lingering snow showers around Santa Fe, Los Alamos, and the northern mountains. Not a whole bunch of snow, but enough that we're going to see some slick travel along I-25, and we can see several inches for the mountains of northern New Mexico. We're going to have more on this coming up in just a little bit, and of course, we'll have live coverage tomorrow morning, too, with the live reporter. That begins at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. Megan?
Thank you, Byron. All right, to our Commitment 2018 coverage, the man running to be Santa Fe's next mayor has picked up a key endorsement from the current guy in the office. Our partners at the Journal say businessman Alan Weber got Javier Gonzalez's support Thursday. Gonzalez says Weber has the vision, experience, and commitment to lead the city. Weber is running against 4 other people in the race. Gonzalez hopes to be New Mexico's next lieutenant governor. Another high-profile White House staffer has resigned following allegations of domestic violence. But without mentioning either staffer by name, President Trump appears to support both men. ABC's Daria Albinger has the latest.
Speechwriter David Sorensen stepped down after his ex-wife accused him of being violent and emotionally abusive while they were married. Sorensen denies the allegations. His departure comes just days after Staff Secretary Rob Porter's resignation. Porter's 2 ex-wives accused him of spousal abuse, one even releasing a photo of herself with a black eye she says Porter caused. Porter denies the claims. President Trump appeared to be coming to the defense of men accused of sexual misconduct or abuse, tweeting, quote, "People's lives are being shattered and destroyed by a mere allegation." His tweet didn't mention either staffer by name, but yesterday he was clear about how he felt about Porter.
He's also very sad. Now, he also, as you probably know, he says he's innocent. And I think you have to remember that.
Meanwhile, the White House has decided not to release a 10-page memo from Democrats on the House Intel Committee. The memo is a response to the Republican memo that claimed improprieties at the DOJ and FBI. While the FBI and DOJ raised security concerns about releasing both memos, the president released the GOP memo despite the objections.
I think it just shows that this White House's goal was not transparency. It was not transparency. It was, how do I get a document out there which will help me politically?
The president in a tweet calling the Democratic memo very political and long response memo, which they knew because of sources and methods and more would have to be heavily redacted. He said if the memo is redone in proper form, it may eventually be released. Daria Albinger, ABC News.
The Bernalillo County District Attorney is still hoping for more money, but will he get it? Action 7 News reporter David Carl spoke to the people in charge of that decision.
Yeah, the big questions before the Senate Finance Committee. Does Raul Torres' office need more money to keep you safe, and will he get it? Both of those questions going before the Senate Finance Committee later today.
At the beginning of this year's session, Torres asked for $5.4 million more than last year. So far, the House has approved about $1.2 million for Torres to hire more staff and $1.1 million to raise salaries. But how much more, if any, he'll get is now up to the Senate Finance Committee.
Once you start favoring one group over another, you have to rob from education in the state of New Mexico.
The state has taken funds from public education for the last several sessions to balance the budget, and they're hoping to avoid doing that this year.
Yeah, that Senate Finance Committee is scheduled for later today. House Bill 2, which includes that funding for the DA's office, is expected to be the main focus. Reporting in Santa Fe, David Carl, KOAT Action 7 News.
And the Senate Education Committee is endorsing a proposal to boost early childhood education programs. The bill uses money from state land grants to increase spending by 1%. The Senate Finance Committee will next look at the bill. If the full Senate eventually passes it, it will go to voters in November. On the health alert, the New Mexico Department of Health released new flu numbers. As of Friday, there have been 28 flu-related deaths in our state. 100 adults have died from pneumonia cases after getting the flu. And nationally, the CDC is reporting at least 63 children have died from the flu this season. ABC's Eva Pilgrim tells us about a new threat, one that's hitting some people after they recover.
Flu season is raging and it's getting worse. 1 in 10 deaths in the U.S. last week due to flu or pneumonia. So far this season, 63 children have also died from flu-related illnesses. 14-year-old Gabriela Chabot of California dying this week. ERs across the country, including this one in New York, packed. The number of flu patients surging, almost doubling in recent weeks. The number of severe cases also up.
We've got a lot more patients who are admitted in the hospital who we've diagnosed with influenza.
Already, more than 17,000 hospitalizations nationwide, on track to break records. One group hit hard this year, 55 to 64-year-olds. Angie Barwise from Texas got the flu around Christmas. She got better, but a month later, the 58-year-old grandmother was in the ER with a different strain of the virus.
I left for just a few minutes, thought everything was going to be okay, and I got a phone call that she had just passed.
Her family says she never got the flu shot. The CDC urging even those who've had the flu and recovered to get a flu shot as soon as they are better. The CDC saying multiple strains are active and they are seeing an uptick in the B strain of the flu.
It's possible to get more than one flu infection in a season, and we've been hearing reports of that recently.
A man found dead with multiple gunshot wounds. Now the FBI and Isleta police are investigating. Agents say the victim was found on the Isleta Pueblo earlier this week. Another man nearby was also shot, but he's being treated in the hospital. No arrests have been made. If you have any information, of course, call the FBI. A New Mexico woman was arrested late last month after being accused of driving drunk with 5 kids in her car. Lapel cameras were rolling as she fought with police and slipped out of her cuffs. Action 7 News anchor Royal Day has this story.
Laura Salgado was confrontational from the start.
Hey, what's your first name, Laura?
Don't worry about it. Do your job. According to the criminal complaint, an officer spotted her SUV swerving, nearly hitting the curb multiple times while driving on Juan Tabo near Buenaventura. After police pulled her over, the officer noticed 5 kids inside that car. Salgado got defensive when officers tried to talk to them.
Don't touch me.
No. Walk over here.
Walk over here. Don't touch me. Stand right there for us, okay?
Touch me. Officers say Salgado had bloodshot eyes and admitted she had had several drinks. She was arrested for DWI and put in a squad car, but she slipped out of her cuffs and started beating the car.
What the hell are you doing?
Do not hit my car, ma'am.
I'm gonna beat the up and get the out of
here.
The officer had to pull over and put the handcuffs back on Salgado as she continued to yell. The officer tried to talk to her about what was going on.
So you almost killed your kids tonight.
How the did I almost kill my kid?
I saw you almost wreck twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Salgado was driving on a suspended license and is now facing child abuse charges as well. In Albuquerque, I'm Royal Day, KOAT, Action 7 News.
U.S. Marshals just added more people to its New Mexico's Most Wanted list. Anchor Todd Kurtz shows us the suspects.
Two guys right here who U.S. Marshals need your help tracking down. First up is Jesse Dickinson. He had a 10-year prison sentence for dealing drugs and is now wanted on a probation violation.
And is considered in the Albuquerque metro area, but he does have ties to Colorado.
U.S. Marshals say Dickinson also has an animal cruelty case pending. He's accused of killing his ex-girlfriend's kittens. Now, the other man this week is Dakota Strausser. This case is out of Las Cruces. He's wanted for violating his probation as well. Marshals say his criminal history includes burglary, drug possession, and aggravated battery.
Dakota is what I call typical New Mexico criminal. He's got a long history of evading law enforcement, and that's what makes him a dangerous individual.
There's the number on your screen. If you know where to find Jesse Dickinson or Dakota Strausser, call the U.S. Marshal Service. Todd Kurtz, KOAT, Action 7 News.
Well, you might have seen the Winter Olympics are underway, and we have the medal count from the first day, where the U.S. stands so far. And we're looking at the top fake stories on social media, where they came from and why they are not true.
Warmest start to the year ever.
Only 7/100ths of an inch of rain in Albuquerque. Normally we should be sitting at 2.5 inches.
The driest conditions in 125 years.
Drought conditions have spread around the state.
New Mexico is in danger.
Winters with a lot less snow are going to become more common.
And the live Super Doppler 7 weather team is committed to keeping you prepared. Wind, fire, and drought. We are on it. KOAT Action 7 News. Weather coverage you can count on.
Is that the new product brief? Why, yes, it is. And she's got a strategy for this company that's going to blow your mind.
Sometimes you just got to let your glasses do the talking.
At Stanton Optical, you get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $59.95 plus a free eye exam.
Ways to lose stubborn belly fat. The roasted core wrap. 2, 1. Not cool. Freezing away fat cells with Cool Sculpting, now that's cool. Cool Sculpting safely freezes and removes fat cells with little or no downtime and no surgery. Results and patient experience may vary. Some rare side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Ask your doctor if Cool Sculpting is right for you and visit coolsculpting.com today for your chance to win a free treatment.
Why call 2 men in a truck? If you're like Kate, you're moving and you work hard. You've got lots of stuff, but no time to move it. You need pros, people who care about it as much as you do. That's why you call 2 men in a truck.
2 men in a truck. Bring home the savings during Ashley Home Store's big President's Day sale. The savings start now. Get up to 30% off or get 72 months no interest on the styles you want to make your home yours. Start saving right now at the President's Day sale. Only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Ashley Home Store in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and Farmington. This is home.
Go grab life by the gills and go to Bass Pro Shops for huge savings. Like Redhead men's and ladies' waterproof front range hikers for under $35. And this Bass Pro 10.5 quart aluminum fish fryer for under $40.
Is that the new product brief? Why, yes, it is. And she's got a strategy for this company that's going to blow your mind.
Sometimes you just got to let your glasses do the talking.
At Stanton Optical, you get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $59.95 plus a free eye exam.
You're watching KOAT Action 7 News live at 5.
The first medal standings for the Winter Games are in, and you can see that it's Germany who's in the lead with 2 gold medals. The Netherlands, they have 1, but they have 4 medals overall. So as for us, well, the U.S., as you see, hasn't earned a single medal yet. ABC's Alex Stone is in South Korea. He has Team USA's chances of winning one soon.
The first full day of competition ended without any medals for Team USA. Americans failing to take home any in speed skating, biathlon, and cross country. There have been disappointments in curling. Brother and sister team Matt and Becca Hamilton losing again, this time to China. Now at 1-5, it's looking highly unlikely they'll make it to the next round. But for 18-year-old short track speed skater Mame Biney, things are much more optimistic. Biney finishing second in her heat to advance to the 500-meter quarterfinals. On the men's side, three-time Olympic medalist J.R. Selski failed to qualify for the final in the 1500, but has 2 races left to add to his medal total. Vice President Mike Pence made an appearance at the short track event while sitting next to South Korean President Moon Jae-in. After watching a few heats, Pence headed back to Washington. An historic moment here with the drop of a puck, the first Olympic game featuring Korea's mixed women's hockey team with players from both North and South Korea. It was a North Korean who almost put her team in front early, but Switzerland wins easily 8-0.
There are hopes for medals coming up for Team USA in alpine skiing and snowboarding. Alex Stone, ABC News, Pyeongchang.
All right, turning now to consumer news. LL Bean is getting rid of its long-standing return policy that let customers return items years or even decades after purchase. The executive chairman says more people are looking for their money back on products that were purchased through third parties. Now, LL Bean will accept returns for any reason for 1 year with proof of purchase. And you can't believe everything you read online because fake stories circulate on social media all the time. Here are the top 3 stories right now. And again, remember, none of these are real. Did Melania Trump hire an exorcist to cleanse the White House of demons? No, it never happened, but the story's been making its rounds. It stems from a radio interview that claimed Melania said her husband wouldn't move in until the White House was exorcised. A spokeswoman for the First Lady put this rumor to bed, saying it was, quote, not true in any way. And is there a rare, highly contagious, and deadly virus spreading at the Olympics? Again, no. This story first appeared on the site America's Freedom Fighters. It said that the norovirus is spreading around Pyeongchang and the death toll is rising rapidly. Norovirus cases have more than doubled at the Olympics, but it's not fatal and rarely requires medical attention. Finally, did you hear NASA is going to pay you $18,000 to stay in bed and smoke weed? If you did, don't believe it. NASA says it's not true. They have done bed rest studies in the past to see how the body adapts to weightlessness, but none have involved marijuana. They also don't have any plans for bed rest studies scheduled in the near future. These are your not real news stories for the week. Those are funny. Tanya Ana County is donating 3 fire trucks to departments in the Houston area. Officials say they no longer need the equipment here in New Mexico. So fire crews in Houston, they say they've lost more than 60 vehicles because of Hurricane Harvey. One really great way to get to that special one's heart is through pizza. From pepperoni to green chili, or maybe both, we've put together a list of your 7 best New Mexico places to get that perfect pie. Byron Morton shows you how to find it all on KOAT.com and our KOAT app.
From thin and crispy to piled high with tons of toppings, pizza is what some call the perfect food. So where do you get your delicious discs? That's what we asked our KOAT Facebook followers, and we got some awesome ideas. You'll find a list of what New Mexicans picked as the 7 best places to get pizza in our state. Just go to KOAT.com or open your KOAT app and look for the link. Have you ever tried the Bianca from Farina? Or how about dipping that slice into some green chili ranch from Dion's? And if you're one to think big is better, then you've got to go to Mario's for their giant pizza pie. See these and more of the 7 best pizza spots in New Mexico at KOAT.com and on your KOAT app. That's Amore. Byron Morton, KOAT Action 7 News.
All right, everyone, brace yourself. It's about to get a lot cooler. Byron's here with more on an upcoming winter blast.
Yeah, it's getting exciting out there, and we really need the moisture, so we're hoping for it. Up at Angel Fire Resort, they're waiting for the snow right now. It is on the way. Now we do have rain and snow showers increasing across northern New Mexico. It will be wrapping up tomorrow and be much cooler tomorrow. Looking ahead, better rain and snow chances later in the new week. We're excited about that. Live Super Doppler 7 You see the green is rain, the white is snow, spreading from southern Colorado into northern New Mexico right now. That will continue to increase as we go through tonight. 7-day forecast, look at the cool down. We're in the mid-60s today in Albuquerque, only 40s tomorrow. And that chance of snow continues across northern mountains into the early morning hours tomorrow. Several inches up around Angel Fire, Red River, Taos Ski Valley, Purgatory, and there could be some dicey travel early tomorrow morning around Raton, the I-25 corridor, into Las Vegas, maybe around Santa Fe, up to an inch of snowfall. Right now, Albuquerque, if we get a snow shower, we'd be lucky. The next big change, look at this, Thursday, rain and mountain snow showers spreading in from the west. That would be good news, and that could continue into Friday. We're hoping for that moisture because we really need it. Right now, it looks pretty good for Valentine's Day if you have plans. Temperatures in the lower 60s with some clouds out there. But yeah, this winter storm is pushing in. There's going to be some dicey travel out there. We'll have live coverage beginning at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning with a live reporter. Should be some interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's great to have somebody out there to show us the conditions right now.
Always good, yes.
And remember, you can follow along with any incoming storm when it hits, as well as keep tabs on our state's drought watch. Believe it or not, since Balloon Fiesta a few months ago, there's only been one measurable storm. Just head to KOAT.com or the weather tab of your KOAT app. It's all free in your phone's app store. We have a health warning to tell you about, one we likely all need to hear. Health specialists say we're using our smartphones so much that we're doing permanent damage to our bodies. A condition often called text neck is now an epidemic, and a New Mexico doctor says it's caused by looking down at your phone too much.
They may come in with neck pain or headaches or numbness and tingling in their arms or their hands.
Monday at 10, we'll show you the signs of text neck and, most importantly, how to prevent it. The work of Leonardo da Vinci is on display here in New Mexico, where you can see the creations of the Renaissance artist.
It's tax season, America. Time to make the most out of your tax return with Mako. Our expert paint and body specialist will give your car a new look. And since Mako's tax season paint sale starts at just $2.99, your wallet will have a new look too. Mako, America's body shop.
To err is human. To anticipate is the Lexus RX. With pedestrian detection, auto braking, and lane departure alert standard, experience another step closer to a safer world. See Lexus of Albuquerque and Lexus of Santa Fe.
These are the furniture deals you've been waiting for. During the President's Day sale at Conn's Home Plus, find huge savings on furniture for every room with select living room sets at our lowest prices ever. Plus, get a free iPad on select mattress purchases. Go to Cons.com to apply for your Yes Money financing and get approved instantly. Then don't miss the President's Day sale at Conn's Home Plus.
You want a better life at our best price. You deserve it at Conn's.
Since 1941, the Dickey's family has been smoking the very best quality meats, low and slow, for 14 hours every day. It's how Mr. Dickey did it, and it's how we still do it in every Dickey's restaurant across America. Lunchtime, dinner time, anytime. Eat in, pick up, or heck, we'll even deliver to you. There is no shortcut to what we do. Come in and see us or visit Dickeys.com.
The athletes of Team USA only have one thing on their minds: winning. With Xfinity, they have the fastest internet and the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. That's a win. They get up to 5 lines of Xfinity Mobile included with their internet. Another win. And with the Stream app, they get live sports and the most free TV shows and movies on the go. That's another win. Altogether, that's a win, win, win. Get started with Xfinity Internet and TV for $40 each a month for 12 months. Now with more speed than ever. Plus, ask about Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today.
It's tax season, America. Time to make the most out of your tax return with Mako. Our expert paint and body specialist will give your car a new look. And since Mako's tax season paint sale starts at just $2.99, your wallet will have a new look too. Mako, America's body shop.
You have the chance to see Leonardo da Vinci's work right here in Albuquerque. The exhibit Da Vinci, the Genius, opened today at the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science. It gives you an up-close view of life-size interactive representations of Da Vinci's designs.
It is in 2 sections. Many of his inventions, anatomy, you'll see here up in this, up in this upper level. And then downstairs we have most of the artworks, and we also have a forensic study of the Mona Lisa.
I can't wait to see this. Tickets are $22. That includes admission to the planetarium. This exhibit will be open through July 29th. And guys, we won't be on at 6 o'clock. Instead, you can watch the Spurs take on the Warriors. Then, matter of fact, at 9. Then join us for Action 7 News live at 10, where we'll show you how our drought isn't only impacting us, but the wildlife around the state. How some simple upgrades can help fish survive at Elephant Butte Lake. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here at 10.
In the land of enchantment, more New Mexicans choose and trust KOAT Action 7 News than any other source. That's coverage you can count on.
I love the author's use of seasons to talk about love.
I actually felt exactly the same way, and in fact, in Czech.
Whoa. It's hard to look at Jeannie's face, because you can only see me.
At Stanton Optical, you get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $59.95 plus a free eye exam.
Anxiety, restlessness, insomnia, fatigue, depression, weight gain. The biggest thing that patients don't understand about low thyroid is that it's usually not a thyroid problem. It's actually an autoimmune disease that's attacking the thyroid called Hashimoto's disease. For us, it's really cool to see how much of an impact we can make at Red River for these patients' health and for their quality of life.
Red River Health and Wellness can help with a treatment plan remotely or at any one of our locations.
It's a new year. Time to get out of the old and get into the new with Ford at your New Mexico Ford dealer. Ford is America's best-selling brand. Technology, lighter, safer, stronger. That's Ford. Now get $2,500 cash back on the 2018 Ford Escape. That's $2,500 cash back or lease from only $239 per month. That's $239 a month. Or drive the 2018 Ford Focus and get $3,250 cash back. $3,250 cash back. See why Ford is America's best-selling brand today at your New Mexico Ford dealer.
Remember our special night? Abdominal pain and diarrhea. Oh, it's my anniversary. Oh, sorry. We've got other plans.
Your recurring unpredictable abdominal pain and diarrhea may be irritable bowel syndrome with diarrhea, or IBS-D. You've tried over-the-counter treatments and lifestyle changes, but IBS-D can be really frustrating. Talk to your doctor about Viberzi, a different way to treat IBS-D. Viberzi is a prescription medication you take every day that helps proactively manage both abdominal pain and diarrhea at the same time, so you stay ahead of your symptoms. Viberzi can cause new or worsening abdominal pain. Do not take Viberzi if you have no gallbladder, have pancreas or severe liver problems with alcohol abuse, long-lasting or severe constipation, or a bowel or gallbladder blockage. Pancreatitis may occur and can lead to hospitalization and death. If you are taking Viberzi, you should not take medicines that cause constipation. The most common side effects of Viberzi include constipation, nausea, and abdominal pain. Stay ahead of IBS-D with Viberzi.
I love the author's use of seasons to talk about love.
I actually felt exactly the same way, and in fact, in Czech.
Whoa. It's hard to look at Jeannie's face, because you can only see me.
At Stanton Optical, you get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $59.95 plus a free eye exam.
Welcome to World News Tonight. Taking sides with the White House in turmoil. The president's stunning tweet calling for due process after a second staffer resigns in the face of domestic abuse accusations. The president saying lives are being shattered by, quote, a mere allegation. Sheriff's deadly order, the intense highway chase, the newly obtained surveillance footage, and body cam audio. The sheriff saying, quote, don't ram him, shoot him. Then appearing to laugh after the suspect is killed. Winter Slam, millions in the path tonight. Snow, ice, and heavy rain. Treacherous conditions on the roads. The flood threat right now. Sam Champion is standing by. Flu strikes twice, the deadly virus and its boomerang effect. Why some patients are forced to fight it for a second time this season. And